You are welcome to my channel, Mindset Academy, where we want to reproduce the figure that is displayed at the right hand side of the screen. And the questions that supports this figure says, show the design of a toy aeroplane. The curve ABC is a parabola with a vertex at B. Curve AED is elliptical with focal point at F and F1. The line CD is tangent to the ellipse. The 5 rectangular windows are the same size and equally spaced. Reproduce the design. Now, what this question is just telling us is that we have a toy aeroplane that is made from an ellipse, a parabola, and a tangent line. Those three things, and also what? A rectangle. So we have to reproduce this. So I'll be starting with what? The ellipse. And we are told that what? AED is what? The ellipse. Is that okay now? So, and I'll move forward by drawing my horizontal line this way. So I'll draw an horizontal line first of all, from here. That is my horizontal line, right? Now if you look at it, from this point to this point here will be what? 65. Meaning that from point E to the center point here will be what? 65, right? Well, since from point G to the center point is 65, also from point E, the center point here is what? 65. So I'm going to measure, starting from point E here, this is my point E. Hope you can see that, and I'll measure 65. So from 0 here, I'll measure 65. This is 65, right? And since it's 65 to this point, I'll transform the point because it is vertically opposite, symmetrical. From this point here to this point here, it's the same thing as saying from this point to this point. So I have this point here, which I'm calling my point G. Can you see that? And this is the center point here. So I'm going to rule a vertical line through the point, the midpoint here. Hope you can see that. Now, once I've done that, the next thing is we're told the F, the focus. We have F and F1, so we're only given for one of them, which is F. So from this center here to the focus, we are going to be having 55, right? So I'll measure from this point to F. From 0 to F is 55. Also meaning that from 0 to F2 is also what? 55. So that will be my F1, my F, and what? F1 respectively. Is that okay now? Now, if I want to get because an ellipse has a major axis which is from E to G, and this is the focus along the major axis. It also has what is called what? The minor axis. But I don't have to disturb myself with that now. So the next step is I'm going to divide between F and what? And F1. All together now. So let's do that and see. So I'll use my line division method to accomplish that feat, right? I will just draw an horizontal line this way, as in an inclined line from this point F. I'll draw it outward this way. Can you see that? And I'm going to mark 8 different points on that line starting from F. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see that? Now if I've done that 8, let me give you a clear, then I'll connect the last point to the last point here. Since I'm dividing between F and F1, so I'll connect the 2 points together this way. So from F to F1 to F to this point here. So once I've done that, then I'll start moving it this way. So let me show you what I'm actually doing here. So I'm going to take another set square and I'll place it at the base here. Hope you can see that below here, right? Then I'll start moving it upward to ensure that I draw parallel lines to the initial line I drew. So I'll start moving it from different point to different point. So you can see that. So let me take it back upward. Now I'll now call here to be point 0, or let me call it point 1, point 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 0. You can see that. So with the help of my compass, I'll start marking. The first step is from G to 1. Can you see that? I'll now put it on F1, and I'm going to strike an arc up, and also I'll strike an arc down. Can you see that? With the same measurements, I'll come to F. I'll do the same thing, strike an arc up, and also strike an arc down. Hope you can see that. Remember it's point 1. Then I'll now come from E to what? To that same 1. Right? I'll place that F, and I'll bisect the arc I've already created. I'll bisect it up and down. Right? I will come to F1 also. I'll repeat the same feat, up and what? And down. So this is the points, this point, and this point, this point, and this point are for point 1. I'll come again from G to what? To 2. Right? I'll place it at F1 also again. I'll strike an arc here. So strike another arc here. I'll come to F again. I'll do the same thing, strike an arc here. Then I'll strike another arc here. Remember point 2. So from E, I'll go to point 2. Can you see that? I'll come to F. Strike an arc. I'll cut another one again. I'll come to F1. I'll do the same thing here and here. So this point I have marked is for point 2. Can you see that? I'll go for point 3 now. From G to 3. Place it at F. Strike an arc this way. Strike another arc this way. Come to F here also. Strike an arc this way. Strike another arc this way. Right? Remember it's point 3. So I'll move from E to 3 again here. Right? I'll come to F. Strike an arc here. Strike another arc here. I'll come to F here also. Strike an arc here. Strike another arc here. Can you see that? Then I'll go to 4. So from G to 4. Can you see that? I'll come at F. I'll bisect here. And I'll bisect here. Can we get? And I'll come at F also here also. That is from G to 4. Similarly, from E to 4, the same thing. Then we'll have the same result. So this is where they are all what? They are all beaten. These are the points I am going to what? I'm going to join together. Using my what? Using my French curve. Is that taken? Now I'll join this point using faint lines first of all, right? I will not complete it yet because how can you draw this point? You see all this point targeting G and this point here, the horizontal and the vertical. I'll have something like this. Faint line first. Can you see that? I'll come here also, change it this way, targeting E and this side here. Can you see that? And I'll come this way also. Can you see that? Then I'll come here, I'll do the same thing here too. From this point to E also. Just faint lines first. Then I'll turn it here. Faint line first. Come back to that. Right? Now we are done with the ellipse. Now the next thing is what? It is the parabola. Altogether is for you to what? Construct what? The parabola. Now what I'm going to do here is this. As you can see, F1 will be the point you need to draw the vertex of what? The parabola. Right? So to get B from F, you draw the vertical line upward on the question. That is B, as you can see there. All good. Now the height given is 60. So I'm going to measure what? 60. So from here, 0 to 6 is 60, and that point will be point B. All together. Now from the F1 to the right to get point C, I'll measure 25. So from here, I'll measure what? 25. This 25 here, and also I'll measure it backward also. Right? This is 25 here too. That's the key. So what I need here, this is my point what? My point C, and here is what? Another point there. Let me call it point P. That's the key now. So I'll just draw a rectangle via this point. Before that, I'll draw an horizontal line here across this point on B, right? And I'll draw a vertical line here to touch B, and from P, I'll draw another line again to touch P. Hope you can see that. So this is the vertex here. Now the next thing we're going to do is to divide here into what? Into 4. I'll divide here into what? Into 4. Why? Because I want to divide here into 8. Is that the case now? We want to divide here into 4 now. So if it is 60, if you say into 4, that would be 15, 15. So that would make sense. So 15, 15. So if this is 0 here to 60, so this will be 15. The next one after 15, we have what? We have 30. After 30, we have 45. That is multiple of 15. Then we have 60. Can you see that? So that is what we have there. So I'll just transfer the point from here to this point, from this point to this point, from this point to this point. So you move this point towards the center. The apex, the vertex here, from this P, from here also, from here also, from here also. You can see that? I'll do it here too. From C to B. This is the parabola we're drawing now. From here also. From here also. From here also. Can you see that? Now the next thing we're going to do is we'll divide from here to here into 8. I know that point is 50. So there's no way we can divide 50 into it without having decimal point. So let me just bring it down a little bit. right? So I can actually divide the line. Let me take it up. Don't worry. So I'm going to divide this line here into 8, or divide here into 8. Which of them is better? Okay, let me use here into 8. So I have this. Draw an horizontal line, an inclined line. Then you mark that point into 8. From here, I'll be having 1, I'll be having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what? 8. Right? This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and what? And 8. So, those, as before we continue, please don't forget to like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. That is one. And also, if you want to learn on how to construct a fish using also a parabola and an ellipse, you click on this link here. You'll be able to connect to what? To construct a fish using these principles, right? Combining a parabola, an ellipse, and a tangent. So let's proceed. Now, I will now do the same principle I did earlier. I will connect the last point here with the last point here. Can you see that? This way. Then I'll put another one here in order to draw a parallel line from this point. So I'll move this. 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 And this. And this. Hope you can see that. Then I'll be drawing vertical line downward. That again. So what I'll do is, if I start naming them, look at what I want to do. This point here to this point, the next point to the next point to the next line, the next point to the next line, then this is already here, right? So if this is we have this is already here. If this is 4.4, here is 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So here will be what? 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we have 2, 0 here. So where 1 we meet 1, 2 we meet 2, and so on and so forth. The same thing too. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. And here also will be what? This is 3, this is 1, and we have 2, we have 3 and 4. So let's come down. Line 1 meet 1, line 2 meet 2, right? Line 3 meet 3, and line 4 meet 4 here, right? So at this point I'm going to join them together. So I'm going to have what I want to have. Let me just take it up a little bit. I'll connect those points together. This will go to what we want. Right? So let me connect them. So this point here, I'm going to connect this. Right? Then I'll come here also. I'll connect this one too. this will be stopping here, right? So I'll remove this point here. This will be faint line, right? Like this. So this is where I'll stop, right? Then I can now complete the rest. So meaning from this point, I can now thicken it from here to this point. You can see that. Now come here also. I'll do the same thing here too. From this point here to point E. You can see that. Then the next one is this also. From here to this point. Alright. I'll come here also. Then the next one is I'll draw a tangent line from this point here, point C, go at both C and D to meet at point D here, a tangent to this point here, right? So I can easily just, depend on where I actually want, I can just draw a tangent line between from C to any point here, just tangent. So wherever it meets will be my tangent. So this point here is my point D, right? So I'll complete this way. Hope you can see that. So that is the tangent that we have there. Right? Now we are moving forward. Then the next thing is the windows. Right? The next one is what? Is the windows. So what I'll do, if you look at the diagram from here somewhere around here, as you can see, is 10 millimeter. So I'll just draw a vertical line at this point here. I'll just draw a vertical line at this point here. And I'm going to measure 10 and 12 respectively. So from here, from 0, this is 10, and this is 12 respectively. And I'm going to draw an horizontal line this way, from this point inward. And here also I'll draw an horizontal line way this way inward. Hope you can see that. So the first one from the external point here is 12. So where it meets this point here, right, where it meets here will be for the first window altogether. So where it meets this point, the first line, I have this all together, and I'll close it up to stop here. Then the next one from that point, right, I'm going to measure 25 to the next point. From this point, I'm going to measure 25 to the next point. From 0, this is 25 here. All together, that 25 will be to the next point here. All good. So that's 25 here. Sorry, it should be at this point here. I'm going to clean this. This will be off. That's what I'm going to take in. 25. Then this. Stop here. Then this. Coming here. So that's the first one. Then from that 25, from the end of this one, I'll measure 15, meaning that each of them is 5 millimeter apart. 5 millimeter apart. So this is 5 millimeter apart. I'll measure 10. Another 5 millimeter apart. I'll measure 10. Another 5 millimeter apart. I'll measure 10. Another 5 millimeter apart. Alright, I'll measure 10. So let's see how many we have. So the first one from here to here, and from here to here, that is 1. From here to here, this is 2. Then the next one, this is 3. Then the next one, this is 4. Let's complete to be what? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Maybe I should just add one more to it again. Another 5 millimeter apart. This is this here. So I'll take it up. So let me close them up first. So this is closed up here. This is closed up here, here. Also here, also close this up. And we have this. Now these are the windows, right? So we have successfully reproduced the figure, right? We've drawn out the what? The aeroplane. Is that okay? Now I should do out what is called a dimensioning. I can just so this is what we have, right? This F1, and that's what we have here. If you have actually found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.